I'm back in the West Coast zone, and as you can see, my bed is filled with things to unpack and a kitty cat. So, I can hear her purring already. So I thought we could just have our little check-in while I unpack. And I'm not going to go for very long because Laura is streaming in a little bit, and she's doing a show. Where is it at? ArtShare LA. So I think the same place that she played last time. Hey, babe, how's it going? Meow. Oh, meow. Can you see my baby over there? She missed me, and I missed her a lot. Oh gosh, we snuggled so much last night. So let's see. I was supposed to originally leave yesterday morning, and I decided that I did not want to get up in the middle of the night to drive up to the airport. So I decided to change my flight to a later one. And we ended up, I don't even know why we sat on the tarmac for 20 minutes, but we were about 20 minutes, 30 minutes late taking off, which put me later getting here and then getting home and trying to like quickly decompress while fuel. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I actually think that maybe there was just like other airplanes that were, I don't know, and they had to wait for these other airplanes to clear. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so I left late, got home later than I wanted to, and I didn't get to go to bed until about 2:00 in the morning. And then I had to wake up this morning for work. I am an on-call position, but they asked me yesterday if I could work today, and I said yes, thinking that I would go to bed at a reasonable time. I mean, it would be later than I wanted, but not 2:00 in the morning. And so I got up, I did the thing, I got home. I am extremely exhausted, but it was good to be at work too, because I miss the kiddos. And soon most of the class that I'm usually in are they're moving on to kindergarten. Yeah. So basically by the time that I went to bed, it was like my body thought that it was probably like 5:00 in the morning. And I didn't have to get up too early, but I woke up an hour before my alarm clock, and I just decided to stay awake. But yeah. How are you doing, Summer? Yeah, if I was still on the East Coast, it would be bedtime. Or yeah. I'm just trying to unpack my toiletries at the moment. I have all this hair dye. Don't want to get it on things. It kind of exploded a little, just a little. But how are you doing? Summer, how was your day? How's your week been? I decided to basically be offline for like the last 2 days of me being there. Yeah, like I don't know if we're talking if I'm thinking of the same thing that you. Yeah. I'm not sure which drama because there seems to be a lot. um, I saw what Liz Gale posted today. That's what I saw. And then let's see. I guess I haven't talked to Dodge, but I know that some shit went down with like Dodge interviewing Mitch. I know that Dodge is like new to everything and doesn't know a lot of people, doesn't know who is trustworthy or not. I mean, hell, I still don't even really know. I'm just trying to do what I like to do, and that's help people and be a support and a positive influence, hopefully. And that's all I want to be. I don't want to get wrapped up in a lot of drama. The only drama that I'm still kind of upset about is all the trans stuff. And I don't know how to like go about talking to anybody, any of those people about it. Like, talk to Liz, and that's about it. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I was in there a little bit and I saw Dodge just being kind of not, I saw people being kind of a little too aggressive with Dodge. And I just, yeah, I just don't like that. I don't like a lot of the fighting. Like, why do we have to freaking fight all the time? Um, I will just go back to what I keep saying is if people keep, yeah, I saw, and I can't watch it. I mean, I just don't have, I mean, I could like, the way I get through videos when I do replays is I just put everything on like 1.5 speed and I listen to it that way. And that's the only way I can get through some things. I am not going to sit down and watch like a 3 hour long thing. Yeah, that's where I got with it all. And there was some weird shit in the other Discord, which I don't really want to go into on live. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. And I don't really want to go into it much on live because I just don't want to bring any of that on myself as well. Like, I'm just trying to be a supportive, positive influence and help people. And people are coming to me like I'm Liz's babysitter, or other people's babysitter. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, I don't control people. I'm nobody's mother. Like, I can certainly like chat with them and see where their head is at and like why they said or did something. But I mean, I feel like there's a lot of assumptions that go on too because none of these people talk to Liz or anybody personally. And some of the things that were brought to me, I have actually already talked to Liz about it. I had already like said, "Hey, are you sure you want to say this or sure you want to do that?" Like, I just want to make sure that she knows what she really wants to say because I don't want any of this to be on her either. Um, because she's been through a lot lately, like a lot, and it just I want people to be able to have a peaceful break from things every once in a while. That we're all human, we all need breaks. I sometimes get into it with people on the Discord. We're not really get into it. I just state like how I feel about some things, and I try not to like cause any trouble. I just try to like figure out what is going on sometimes. But I even when I start to like ask questions, people are like, "Well, you should go back and read the whole thread." I'm like, "Oh my god, can someone just give me a TLDR? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna ignore it." Because I don't have the time or the energy, and I'm also dyslexic, so I read kind of slow to begin with. So if I'm sitting there scrolling through Discord threads constantly to try and find exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm supposed to be looking for. Yeah, I know you don't only mod for Liz. And I mod for, I think, only 4 people on YouTube right now. Maybe I'm modding for more, but consistently 3. Consistently. But lately, I mean, ever since Lara's only been doing like a lot of the protesting ones, she's pretty good. Like, I can go in there and I can set up like, you know, the little things like slowing down the chat and shit for her just to make sure um that she is good to go. But I don't really like, people are pretty good at taking care of taking care of the trolls, and Lara doesn't let any of that shit get to her. So it's very different vibe. Liz is a very sensitive being like I am. And that's why I get a little bit more protective over her. But she is like her own person. Like, I'm not her mother. I'm not trying to like be a babysitter to anybody. I just want to be there as a friend and, you know, make sure that she's okay and that she knows what she's, you know, getting herself into. That's why I said, please don't quit YouTube. Like, you're a very important voice. Like, you have goals and people are supporting you in those goals. And we want to see people succeed and thrive. So, you know, I kept telling her, like, just take a break because I think you definitely need a break, because she was going like, she teased you. Funny. Cute. Yeah, I haven't talked to her since this morning when I modded for a little bit before I had to go to work, and then I talked to her for a little bit when I was on my break, but I couldn't talk on the phone. And she's not really great at texting. She's better on the phone. I'm like always texting, but sometimes like I have to like sometimes say what I'm like, I dictate sometimes. But I'm really good with swiping. That's the thing. I can't do like this. I'm really good at the swipe, but then I also go really fast, and then I'm like, oh shit, I just said the wrong thing because fucking autocorrect and I didn't get it. A bite of dessert right on the camera. Funny. Anyway, yeah, you know what I'm all about, and I'm not trying to like stir up anything or any drama or get involved heavily in any of it. Because for my mental health, like, I have to protect myself too. I have to worry about my own brain and the brains around me, because if something is really affecting me, it's going to spill off onto the people around me. And I'm also like to protect their peace as well as much as I can. But I mean, that's why I have you guys, because you all know the things that are going on. And a lot of us, even if we weren't ex-Scientologists or ex-cult members, like, some of us have religious trauma, and or other standard abuse trauma. And so we kind of get each other to a certain extent. Oh, thank you. Yes. I don't think I have your phone number. I just chat so much with people on like Instagram and stuff that like I don't even get people's phone numbers anymore. But that's why like Liz was like, she gave me her phone number and was like, you can use this. Like, please use this. Like, I want to connect with you and I want to talk to you. And I really appreciate her friendship a lot. Like, she kind of came into my life in a time that I guess I needed her. But I didn't know I needed that. And it's not just her. I mean, she's there for me a little bit more than Lara is. Lara's a little bit more reserved in her manners of like putting things out. Like, when she's really good at talking on lives, but I don't DM her or text with her as much as I do with Liz. Yeah. I mean, forever is a weird thing for me because I don't understand forever. But I like to keep cool people around me for as long as humanly possible, I guess, until something rips us apart. Also, the idea of forever as a concept has always scared me. I'm like, why would people want to like live forever or have something be for? I don't know. It just is weird. I'm a weird one though. I got this. I don't know if I showed this on any of my Get Ready With Me's, but I bought this stuff and I really like it. I have sensitive skin, and I'm also sensitive to smells, so I have to be really careful about the products that I use. And this has a really nice light smell. It's like a coconut, but not like overpowering, like sunscreen coconut beach smell. It has mica in it, which is, I don't like to put like plastics if I can help it on my face. So it's like a fixing glow. It has like a slight dewy finish. The other one I have is a matte, and I noticed that I kind of want my skin to glow a little bit more. So I bought this. It's from Revolution. Where did I get it? Walgreens, I think. Target also carries Revolution. And I'm sure like Sephora and Ulta carry Revolution too. But yeah, I got that because I was just I was wanting to put, when I do my finishing stuff and set it, I wanted my skin to feel or look a little bit more glowy. So yeah, I got that. Let's see. I don't use this as much anymore. I do wear it when I'm going on camera a lot. Like if I'm doing a whole setup, doing photos or stuff like modeling or stuff, I'll put this primer on to help with some of the redness in my skin as well. But I've also bought a new foundation that actually like kind of negates this, I think, in a way. I'm not really sure if I really need this primer all the time. I think that's all. So here's another thing new that I got. I've never tried individual lashes other than putting them on the bottom. So I've been trying to put individual lashes on the top because I feel like with my eye shape, it's hard to find the type of eyelashes that I want in a full set unless I cut them. And sometimes I don't want like a full lash. So yeah, I just bought these and it doesn't even like look like fake lashes if you just place like a few in certain spots. It just makes your lashes look a little bit more fuller. I do still have to cut these because they're a bit longer than my lashes. I think that's all the new makeup products that I got. Oh yeah, with the BB cream, I did show this on my streams before, but this is the BB one that I use. I do kind of use this as foundation a little bit, but it does not cover up my acne at all. Like, at least with the new foundation that I got, it really does take the redness out of the acne. So you can see the acne, but you can't see it still. And it's been really hard for me to find a foundation that doesn't like cake up on my skin because, I'm getting older. So I have like a lot of like fine lines, especially on my eyes now. So I've been trying to learn how to do makeup for older skin. Yes, I love playing with makeup, but I also just have very sensitive skin. And unfortunately, I have broken out really bad lately. So I'm trying to lay off of the makeup for the moment just to give my skin a breather. I don't even wear makeup that much. It's just I have very sensitive skin, so sometimes if I do the wrong thing one day, I end up like this. You might break out an eye palette for the cruise. Yeah, I'm not going on the cruise. No boats, no ocean for me. No, no, no. Mandy's do not belong on boats. Mandy's do not belong in the ocean. Don't think so. Mandy's don't even really like the beach. I mean, I do like the beach, but I don't like the beach. I don't like the sand. Will not get in the water. But I like looking at the beach. Let me show you this. So if you didn't see that stream, I got it from ColourPop. I had actually, like, I've tried some of ColourPop stuff before and I really liked it. And this is really good. I actually really like this. It's been the first foundation that I've used that really blends into my skin well. It doesn't like crease as much, and it's light. Like I don't even really feel it, which is good. This thing is, I don't use it at all. This duo stick, like I don't understand how to really buff out these sticks well enough. Like I can use them if I'm doing like this worked really well when I was doing like ghost makeup and trying to hollow out my cheeks more. I mean, it's a dark brown. Because sometimes if I do black, it doesn't look quite as right. You need a few different shades to get that like hollowed out look really more natural, I guess. And when I mean hollowed out, I mean when I'm doing goth makeup and looking like a skeleton. Not the buccal fat removal. Hold on, what will I look like if I have buccal fat removal? Yes. So it's a contour stick, but I just I don't really do contour. I like playing with my blush, and I don't do the whole, like I contour my nose a little bit, but what do I use for that? I actually use powder. I sometimes use a little bit of a pink color, and then lately I've actually been using this. It's a cheapo one. LA Colors is very cheap. It's not very good makeup, but I use, which color? This one. My finger on the right one? Yeah, I use this color to contour my nose a little. So it's kind of like, what color is that? Like it's sort of like a darker tan, just slightly dark tan, not as dark as this stick. I don't even know why I bought this. Like I'd never contoured before, so I bought this and I was like, let's give it a try. Did not work out for me. What time is it? We got 10 minutes before Lara goes on. You're gonna be there, right, Summer? I'm gonna be there. Who else is gonna be there? We're gonna support our girl. Yeah, I've learned a lot about makeup over the years. I never did a whole lot to myself, but I was always doing makeup on other people. For like when I would photograph them for my like models and stuff. And then when I do a lot of theater makeup, so I had a lot of that kind of stuff already. And then I started watching actual get ready with me's with like the girls who do a lot of glam, and started really picking up on the techniques and the types of makeup they were using. And then I also really like the Asian makeup. Oh yeah, I also have this thing. This thing is amazing. It's a CBD stick. And it actually works, I feel like, unlike other CBD products. It's very hard to find CBD products that are full spectrum CBD. A lot of it, I'm going to be honest with you, is bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Which is really hard because you really have to research. So I use this for on my neck or like little, like my wrists, or whenever I'm having a little ache, I use this Wildflower flower, and it's a stick, just a balm stick. And it has mint in it, which I really like the smell of mint. I really love the smell of like eucalyptus and stuff. I was gonna say something. Glam makeup, Asian makeup. Yeah, so like how a lot of the K-pop idols do their makeup. I was really starting to like study that because the same techniques are used with like cosplay makeup and stuff. So I watch a lot of cosplayers. I've just learned a whole bunch of stuff in the last like 4 years that like I never knew about makeup in general. I don't know how to bikers. Oh, bikers taking down Scientology. I was like, Blitz? What? Dyslexia. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in. I'm just talking about coming back from my trip and talking about makeup because I love talking about makeup. Showing off all the products, some of the newer products that I've bought. And yeah, I'm just kind of unpacking a bit. And then Laura goes on stage in 5 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up. This was supposed to be like, watch me unpack and talk to you, but I've just been sitting here talking to you instead. It's fine. So I'll be unpacking while modding for Lara while she's at her show. It's probably not going to start right at 8, but that's what she has a schedule for. I'm looking at it right now, 8 o'clock. So JS Addict. I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. What is JS? Wait, Jeffree Star, because I think you mentioned Jeffree Star earlier, right? I don't approve of Jeffree Star, but I have. Yeah, right. Yeah, Jeffree Star fucking sucks. Sorry, not sorry. I remember him from his MySpace days, and I was like, yeah, I've seen him since the inception of Jeffree Star. He's always been Jeffree Star. He's never not been Jeffree Star, and he'll probably always be Jeffree Star. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you get to a point in your life. Are you really capable of changing at that point? I would like to think so, but I doubt someone like Jeffree Star would change his whole personality and attitude about things and people. And yeah, right. Yeah. I've actually never tried his stuff because I did not want to give him any money. Same thing with Kat Von D. I mean, she doesn't own KVD anymore, so I guess it would be okay to buy from that again. But I've always just been more Wet and Wild, NYX. I do love ColourPop. I do think they're affordable and they're worth the little bit extra money that you pay for it versus the drugstore cheaper stuff like Wet and Wild. Yeah, like I didn't know fully until more of like, the last decade. But when I was on MySpace, I remember him popping up and like being like, what the, like he looked really cool, but I saw the things that he would post. The music wasn't great. And I was just like, this doesn't look like a great person. But unfortunately, a lot of those early MySpace influencers ended up like that. Like Audrey Kitsch was one of those. And I actually loved her modeling. I've always thought she was gorgeous, but she's a shithead. You live 3 hours from him? Wow. That's insane. That's funny. But anyway, yes, I'm going to get off here so I can continue to unpack, set up my stuff to mod Laura and watch her be her fabulous self on stage. So I still don't know much before the last 2 years. Yeah, there's a long history of his shittiness. I'm sure that he moved because like nobody really likes him in LA. That's probably why he really actually moved. Also, isn't it like super like cheap to do that though in Wyoming? I just don't know why someone like him would move there, because I don't see Wyoming being a very accepting place, but I could, be wrong. I don't know much about Wyoming other than isn't there cheese there? And I got stuck in a snowstorm once there. And the town I was stuck in the snow at had literally one diner, one hotel, one grocery store, and a library. Oh, and it did have 2 gas stations. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about makeup and Jeffree Star. I will see you Summer over in Laura's chat, and hopefully I see you got God, I gotta say your name, Bikers Taking Down Scientology. How should I say? Should I just call you Bikers? Biker? Should I call you Biker? Let me know what to call you. No cheese with, oh, that's Wisconsin. Oh, okay. Montana, nice. It is pretty, but it's kind of a dead country, I feel, or dead country, dead state. I'm so tired. Michelle, nice to see you, Michelle. And hopefully you will be over at Lara's chat as well, watching her fabulous self sing her heart out. It is 8:00 now. Have we? Oh, okay. I don't recognize the name at all, but the picture is small. I am terrible with things. I apologize. I forget people's faces because I have terrible face blindness, and I forget people's names all the time. I am so sorry. I apologize. But yes, let's go on over to Lara's, and I will see you in the next one.